now that's done, let's take a look at research. We need to unlock the Gen 3 chip plant first, so we can get working on that. The production challenges I will unlock, but I will not build them until the very end. Once we unlock white science, I found I have a better chance of getting higher challenges worth more points if I wait till the end to do them. That way I don't have, if you get one that's for copper ore or something, it's only worth 6 points or something like that, so it's not very valuable to do. But if you get white science, that's worth like 50. Rocket parts are worth 60. So those are the ones you want to aim for. They get much higher prestige points. But you can't do those until you've unlocked them. So if you build a production challenge plant and unlock a card, it's going to give you what you have unlocked so far. Alright, for Gen 3 chips, we're going to need these power setups we've been building. Let's move that up here, get this situated. Take a quick look at the Gen 3 chips. We're going to build them in an advanced parcel. They require phenolic resin, high-grade copper plates, silicon germanium, and low-K dielectric. Let's start with phenolic resin. Phenolic resin we're going to do it in another advanced parcel. I need 36 of these to keep up with 36 Gen 2 chips. So there'll be 36 of these, as well as we'll need 36 oil refineries. And we'll need some coal in here. Coal is actually going to come from the power plant, so let's move these up. And we'll just take coal directly from here. We have a bunch extra, so that's in there. Then we'll need some oil. Put that in a high-tech parcel. This will be oil. And that'll go into the phenolic resin. And then we need coal ash into it as well from the power plant. And that's going to basically be phenolic resin. Alright, next up is silicon germanium and low-K dielectric. We're going to need 18 of these and 36 of these. So those to be exported. Silicon germanium is just silicone and germanium. So let's get that set up. Germanium we'll do in let's do a high-tech parcel. This will require coal ash from the power plant that we're doing. That's why I brought that up. So germanium we'll need, we'll need 18 out. So that's only 8 out per tick, but we will get there in a minute. That's germanium. This will require coal ash coming in. This is low-K. Then we need silicone. Silicone we're going to need 54 per tick between the two buildings. So we will do that in some high-tech parcels as well. One for silicone, one for quartz. And then a basic one for stone. So the basic one will be doing stone. This will be doing quartz. We need 54 of them, but I'm not going to hit the button 54 times, so I'll just max it out, which works out 55, so it's close enough. And silicone, 54. We'll need some coal for this one. Let's see, if 9 times 6 of them, I think. Let's see, this can do 4, so 54 divided by 4 is a lot more than 6. We'll come back to that. So that's quartz, quartz into silicone, silicone into the factory. Alright, so silicone germanium, that handles the silicone germanium. Low K is silicone and oxygen, so we've already got the silicone. So we'll just add a high-tech parcel here, make it produce oxygen. We'll need, I think, 36 oxygen. 56 is way too much. I will lower this just so that I'm not using so much power. Close enough. Set that to export oxygen. That is low K, silicone and oxygen. Next up we need high-grade copper plates, so let's do some copper miners. And we'll need 2 basic parcels, one for oil, one for coal, one for high-grade copper plates. We need 18 high-grade copper plates. These require quite a bit of material, 20 copper, 4 coal per unit. We need 18 of these. We're going to have to scale up our blue chip production because it's taking forever to build them. But I'll get this set up first, then we'll do that. So this is copper into the high-grade copper, or high-grade smelter. This will be coal into the high-grade copper smelter. And that is everything required for Gen 3 chips. Phenolic resin, high-grade copper, and low K and silicon germanium. It is producing Gen 3 chips. Let's put a storage over here real quick, then we'll fix our Gen 2 chip situation, and then I can come back and max out these parcels with the correct amount of buildings. So large node, construction hub, and just put them over there. Alright, so I'm going to basically just go through the Gen 2 chip factory and just do an exact duplicate of this. Okay, there's an exact copy of the Gen 2 chip factory, so now we're doing 2 of them producing 36 per tick, so that is 72 per tick generating Gen 2 chips. Gen 3 chips I did through a Purple Science lab up here. It just requires 4 Gen 1 chips, which I just used my blueprint from the beginning of the game and put that in there, and 3 steel, so nothing special there. But that'll make Purple Science now. Let's open that up to make sure it's working. It is. 1 research center, 1 Purple Science laboratory in here. That's all that's in here. And soon to be a whole bunch of beacons. So I'll get Purple Science going. We can check research. We have production challenge we can unlock. Just get that out of the way, get it done. Get this one out of the way, get it done. Now we have Purple Science being made, so we can save some of that up and work towards a Gen 4 chip factory. Alright, I've added a couple more red science factories just to speed up the process. We have research available to us now. The Gen 4 chip factory is what we want next. And we might as well do some of those other ones while we're here. Let's reduce the energy consumption and upgrade parse limit to 70. Looks like we can do this one as well, so we might as well. So let that stockpile back up. I also just changed our steel around a little bit, added a couple more plate factories so that we generate steel faster. And same with stone. I have 3 stone factories supplying 1 brick factory because of the throughput limit is 768, I think, on my stone. Throughput limit is 768 on my stone, so that is giving me the needed. We need 3,000 stone coming in here to make 1,400 bricks, so not quite good enough for 3 of them, but it's still fast enough. Up here I've pre-built a power factory for our Gen 4 chip production. So let's take a quick look at Gen 4 chip production. I'll be over here. Gen 4 chips are yellow, and they require phenolic resin, metal gates, high K dielectric, and silicone germanium. Let's start with, we're going to aim for 18 per tick on this, so let's start with 18 phenolic resin. So 18 phenolic resin will be 18 plants plus 18 oil refineries. Oil refineries, 18 phenolic resin plants, and then we need basic parcel with oil. We need coal from here, coal ash from here, and this will be oil. That is phenolic resin setup. Okay, we also need, let's take a quick look. We need advanced deposition changer for high K dielectric. We need metal gates. We need 18 of each of these. So 18 metal gates would be a lot of silicone. 18 would be more silicone. And then we also need silicone germanium, which is more silicone. So it totals up to 144 silicone for all those plants that we need. So let's start with that. This one is going to make metal gates and high K. So I'm just going to put 1 of each here so I remember that's what it's making. And let's start with the silicone. So we need 144 silicone, so we're going to need 2 plants of silicone, which means we're going to need 2 plants of quartz, which means we're going to need 1 probably high-tech making stone. So stone is over here. I'll put in stone. This one will make, now I only need 72 in each parcel, but I'm just going to hit the max button because I don't feel like clicking 72 times. That's actually 60. So it'll get us close enough. Quartz there. Quartz here. And then silicone here and here. That's silicone, and this is silicone as well. And then we'll need a coal plant for those. So probably a basic will do. This will go in the middle here. This is coal. So we just got to get these all hooked up here and labeled. This is stone to quartz, coal to silicone, and quartz to silicone. Alright, so let's get that moved into place. It's all nicely laid out now. Good enough there. Actually, it's going to bug me. These need to line up. Okay, so let's take back a look at this. This is metal gates and advanced deposition high K. So we need hafnium for this and hafnium for this, as well as silicon dioxide for this. So let's do hafnium first. Hafnium, we're just going to do a large parcel. Stick it in the middle here. And just max it out with hafnium. So I hopefully remember to come back and add more of those to the thing. I think we need a total of 54 hafnium. That's only doing 22 right now. But we have plenty of buildings to add to it, so we'll come back and add those. So that is hafnium, silicone, silicone. We also needed oxygen. So let's do a high-tech one for that. I think we need 36 oxygen, so max it out. Creates 56, quite a bit extra, so we can actually knock that down a little bit. Save some electricity. All electricity's doing pretty well, so 38, that's good enough. So that's silicone and hafnium, so all we need is 18 of these guys to make the silicone dioxide. That is for the high K. So that covers high K, and that covers metal gates. So next up would be the silicone germanium, which is right here. So we just needed a setup for that. So silicone germanium is going to require germanium. I think high tech should be good for that one. We'll again just max it out. Probably think we need 50 or something like that. And we only need 18. That is outputting 9, so we'll have to come back and add. I have to remember to come back and add all these. So that'll max it out. There's 18 right there. That is going to require coal ash. We can just grab that from the power plant. And then we need just a basic parcel, probably. Making 18 silicon germanium. Which is where? Right here. So we need 18 of these guys. And that needs the germanium and some of the silicone. So there's silicone germanium, high K, metal gates, and phenolic resin over here. I believe that's everything. Let's connect it up and make sure it's producing, then I'll come back and add all those buildings. Alright, that's all hooked up. And it is producing Gen 4 chips, so I just got to go back through and add the correct number of buildings. Okay, so to summarize the numbers, germanium, we have 18 per tick being used here. 2 silicone factories making 72 each, so a total of 144. Hafnium is being generated at 54x, or 54 per tick, I should say. Oxygen is being used up at 36 per tick. And then we have 18 high K machines, 18 metal gate machines, 18 silicone germanium machines, and 18 phenolic machines. Now I have not added all the buildings here. It's going to take a while to build these chips up, but we can work on other stuff while we're waiting for this. which would be yellow science. So we'll do a small yellow science setup up here. That's going to be 2 basic parcels, one making oxygen. Show you what the recipe real quick here. Yellow science is 2 Gen 4 chips, 4 Gen 2 chips. So the Gen 2 chips will just do a high-tech parcel. Gen 2 chips will just do high-tech parcel here, and I have blueprints set up from earlier. Gen 2 times 3, we'll just do 2 of these. That'll be 6x Gen 2 chips, but we don't need that many, but it'll be good enough. And those require oxygen for the silicon dioxide here, and it requires oil for the petroleum. So that's why I have these 2 basic parcels here and here. One making oxygen. And one making oil. This is all just from the blueprints, so that's why the blueprints come in handy. Suppose they're adding construction drones to the game, which would be really nice for my setup because blueprints don't really work because I'm specialized in each parcel in one building. So that's oil. So I should get Gen 2 chips being made. And then we need a large parcel so that we have room for beacons. This will be making yellow science. I can't even build it yet because I don't have the chips in stock. But that'll be making yellow science, which just requires blue and yellow chips, which we need to add a large parcel down here with a construction hub so that we can store some chips to use. Alright, so I get some chips in parcel. I will save up some chips. We can actually hook this up now. It's not going to fill anything up here until this is full. So that'll get us yellow science going, and I'll be right back as soon as I get these chip plants built. Alright, I'm still waiting for those chips the purple chips here, Gen 4 or Gen 3 chips, I guess, to accumulate. So let's check the research while we're waiting. I'm going to see if I can unlock Beacon Tech 2. I wasn't going to use it, but we'll unlock it. Might as well do energy consumption and parcel count. And looks like we have another one, so let's do this one. Upgrade parcels to 132, might as well do it. So now we need yellow science. But the Beacon Tech 2, let's look at that real quick. Tier 2 productivity beacon. Requires some purple chips, so I might just go ahead and do some of these just to, it gives it only a 2% boost. I don't know, maybe it's not worth it. I don't know, we'll see how long it takes. I'll wait a couple more minutes and see how I feel. Alright, so all the buildings are added. You can see everything is flowing at the correct rates. 36 here. Silicon's being divided up between these 2 parcels. Here's 54 hafnium, 18 germanium up here, and then 18, 18, 18. And the bottom 18 is the phenolic resin. And we are generating chips at 18 per tick. So it's good there. We're going to have to let it go a little bit. Get some yellow science built up so that we can do Gen 5 chips. Let's see what's required for that. Gen 5 chips require, looks like 360 yellow science, so we're actually almost there.